I am raw to the bone. Come on in, come on in. It's Monday, y'all, and it's cold. It's cold outside, but I'm gonna start y'all off with the good vibes because as cold as it is, we're still gonna have a what?
Step one, wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you.
Step
Step three,
three.
be real hard about what you wanna be.
Hey,
Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
today's gonna be a good day.
wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
The aftermath of preparation.
Hey,
Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it.
set a goal.
You control and the steps you take them.
I try to pick one,
Thought, have some concentration.
and if I make a mistake, it's called.
Education.
I try to do this every day, call it replication.
What? Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day.
wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
It's chilly, but it's gonna be a good day, y'all.
Good day. Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day.
wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though.
Ups and downs,
Just like every different season, yo.
Hey.
Sometimes I'm high,
other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
Like you always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo.
Negative thoughts, so
Poison the ground,
hey,
head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap.
all the bad for the good.
In my head when I'm lost.
Hey, what? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes so overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit
Because it's temptation.
Hey.
I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
I live my life in my head.
Like a narration.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man. I take it what?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day.
wake up.
Good morning, Mika. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Step two. Step four. Hey. Happy Monday, everyone. You know, I had a pretty decent weekend. I'm learning more and more how to relax. I did have plans to go out Saturday to a jazz thing in the city, downtown in the village. Um, but I didn't make it because the weather was so crazy and they were talking about more flooding in New York City. And I didn't want to get to New York City and have to worry about coming back. But then about 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon, everything kind of cleared up. And I was laying there on the couch and I was like, well, damn, I could have still went. But by that time, I was too lazy to get up, start worrying about getting dressed and shit like that. And then I didn't want to have to worry about it. What if it rained later on and I was outside? But long story short, I could have went out, y'all, but I didn't. And the thing is that one of the things with me is I have a hard time relaxing, like staying the fuck still. Good morning, y'all. And so even in my own house, I spin. Like you'll find that I stand up and eat. If you know me, I'm standing up, I'm eating, I'm pacing around, I'm moving around. And I don't know. It's just something like my mind doesn't rest, so I don't sit down and rest long enough. And so it is the season, the absolute season. Exactly, y'all. It wasn't meant to be. It is the season for me to pull out my weighted blanket. So my weighted blanket has been out and I've been laying with it and it helps me relax. Now, my weighted blanket is absolutely too heavy for me, but I love it. I got a 25-pound. You guys, you're only supposed to get a weighted blanket that's about 10% of your body weight. but I wanted a really heavy one. And so I got a 25-pound weighted blanket. In the event somebody decides that they want to share my weighted blanket with me, then the 25 pounds can be nicely distributed between two people. But in the event that I do it by myself, it holds me the fuck down. I don't have to worry about getting up, moving nowhere. I don't have to worry about shit. But the one thing it does do is it gives my legs a workout. I literally wake up the next day with sore legs because I guess from the little bit of moving that I do in the night, the weight from the weighted blanket, listen, I like it. I like it. All right. I like it. And so I got to relax this weekend. I literally didn't even cook last night. I literally only ate one meal because I went to I got up early. Our liquor stores don't open until 12 o'clock on Sunday. And I got up and I went to Total Wines and I restocked my bar with a couple of things. And then I went to Jersey Mike's and I got a Hero. And I ate that about 3 o'clock. And that filled me up. Like I was good for the rest of the night. Now I could have gone for some wings, but I was too lazy to leave my house. I could always go for wings. Like wings is my thing. But I was too lazy to leave my house and I didn't want to call Uber Eats just for wings. All right. And so I got the fuck under my weighted blanket and I laid the fuck down. Now I did try to watch some movies this weekend. Y'all, I have to do it again. I watched the Exorcist True Believer, the new movie that's out on that app that Ghost gave me. But it kept buffering because the weather was bad, my Wi-Fi was bad. So I'm gonna try to do that shit again. I'm gonna try to rewatch that shit and enjoy every bit of it because it looked really good. All right. And so I did indulge in a little bit of that, but it was buffering. And so I stopped it because I want to fully enjoy it. All right. What is something else I watched this weekend? What else did I watch this weekend? There's another movie out on that FD Movies app called Exorcist with an S. And it's a new one. I'm going to try to give that a play also. Because, I love anything that's really fucking scary. And so I enjoy shit like that. Now, there's a couple of things on Stars that I want to see, but I don't have Stars. So I got to wait to be going over houses and shit to watch Stars. But shit, I mean, motherfuckers need to come over here and put it on my TV. The fuck? My friends love me. My girlfriend, I use her Hulu. And I actually just watched something on Hulu. I love her Hulu, right? But I need Stars, y'all. Y'all said I got my son a weighted blanket and it helps him sleep. Sometimes his mind races like yours as well. Yes, y'all. My mind does not sleep. Like, I literally, if I lay down on the couch or the bed too long, I literally feel like guilty. I feel like, why am I laying here? I feel like something else is supposed to be happening. I feel like, it's terrible. It's weird. It's uncomfortable, and I hate it. And so my weighted blanket absolutely helps me with that. And so I'm so happy that I have one. The fuck? I've had it now, 2 years maybe? No, more than that. I had it before I became separated. So I might be going on my 4th year of having this blanket because it's so damn heavy, y'all. Let me tell y'all, to get it from my living room to my bedroom. Oh yeah, Johnny. Right, Johnny. Why wasn't I thinking that? Oh my God. Good morning. How stupid am I? I love that. Thank you, Johnny Leon Hill. So you mean to tell me I could be what? I wasn't even thinking. Why do I always just think that the F movie thing is for just the movies? But I could find stuff that come on Stars too on there. Kisses to you, Johnny. I love it. See what happens when you step into the room? Damn it. You make me smart. I appreciate that. Because, I be like, oh my God, I got to wait to watch this shit on Stars or some channel I don't fucking have. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Johnny. Good morning. So good morning, y'all. Don't laugh at me, y'all. Oh my God, now I'm excited for the end of the day to come so I could watch my shit. Because the Blackening is now out on Stars, right? And so I want to see that. Anybody see it yet? It was released on Stars on Saturday or Friday. Did anybody see that yet? And if you did, let me know how it is, because I want to know. All right. I'm also going to go back and give the Equalizer Part 3 another chance, because it looked like it could have been good. I just couldn't get with the Italian. And I did see the CC thing at the bottom of the screen. It's not an option on every movie that I watch, because it wasn't an option on the Exorcist movie, but that was all in English except for like a small part. But I believe it is an option on the Equalizer movie. So I need to go back and watch that. It's funny. Oh my God, y'all. I cannot wait to watch that. Hopefully I get to watch that in the next couple of days. All right. I know this weekend I was supposed to call Deb and Fancy K, but I had a reminder set, and then I ran out to Total Wines and I started drinking wine and I completely forgot. But I am going to reach out to them, because I really and truly need to get this agenda started, right? I mean, sometimes I have so much on my plate, and being the one-man band that I am, it gets overwhelming sometimes, and so procrastination steps in, because y'all know that I'm going to see my mom. Good morning, Pat. I'm going to see my mom in what, 2 weeks or whatever, and then I'm going to Atlanta for a wine fest, and then I'm going to Houston, and I got so many things on my mind. And in between all of that, I have my work and I have life. Life just be life in y'all. Good morning, Cheryl. But I want to say that all the things that I said that I was going to do, I'm going to do. Houston, I am coming. As soon as I book my ticket, I'm going to be booking my ticket. I know I'm procrastinating on booking my ticket, but I'm booking tickets for multiple things right now. I had to book my ticket for Florida. I have to book my ticket for Atlanta. When I book my ticket for Atlanta, I'm going to be booking my ticket for Texas as well. And so I will send my ticket information over to Deb and Fancy K. The one thing I need to check with them before I book my ticket is what time. Since I'm coming in on a Thursday, I know people work and shit. And so I have to figure out what time should my flight be so that I can get picked up from the airport or Uber someplace or whatever the case may be. And Cheryl, I know that you're planning on being there as well. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to meet up with you again. You are so much fun. I'm so glad that you are coming to Texas. Good morning, Angel. Good morning. Good morning. So come on in, y'all. I don't know. Today is October 9th, and I want to say that I woke up this morning absolutely fucking cold. I literally have a hoodie on, y'all. I literally have a hoodie on, and I broke down for a hot minute the other day. I put the heat on to take the chill off my bedroom, but that was the only thing that I did. But today I got heat on in all of my rooms. All of my units are on, all right? Because the whole damn house is cold. I woke up with a chill in my bones, all right? It is literally, I looked at the temperature and it said 44 degrees. Okay, Shirley, you got your ticket already. I love it. 44 degrees, okay? 44 degrees out this motherfucker. I'm cold, okay? And my head is cold because all my hair is gone, so I had to try on my hats, like my fedora and my big rim hats, and they all fit, so thank God, all right? Because I'm going to have to wear something on my head. I cannot be walking around with all these spaces in my head and it's cold outside. All right. So I still got to get used to having all these spaces in my head. Good morning, Si. talking about spaces in my head. I'm 2 weeks in, y'all. I'm actually in my third week. This is my third week of my hair being like this, right? My third week. And I'm at the point where I'm ready to untwist these so that I can separate my locks, but I'm keeping them twisted up for now, right? I'm trying to keep them twisted together until I get to Florida, and then I'm going to untwist these so that my locks will be free and I can wear them out and I have more body. But I'm trying to be patient, y'all. I'm trying to give it some time or whatever the case may be. But my head is fucking cold. What side chicks? What fucking side chicks? What the hell did I miss? So today is October 9th. Again, I don't know who else has their heat on, but my heat is the fuck on. Okay? My heat is the fuck on. And my PSEG bill came and it said my bill is, how much was my bill last month? $264. Who else PSEG bill? Well, electric bill, because everybody, you know, they have different companies. New York is Con Edison, New Jersey is PSEG, Long Island is Light and something company or whatever the fuck they are. But my bill last month was $264. Good morning, Debbie. So I don't know. And I live here by myself and everything I don't have gas. Everything is electric. And so they told me if I go on a monthly payment plan, my bill would be $180 a month. And so they said if I want to institute the monthly payment plan, instead of paying $264 or whatever the fuck it is, pay $180 and it'll automatically put me on this monthly payment plan for $180. And so I'm thinking about doing that. But the scary thing about that is one time I had a big ass balloon payment at the end of the year where I owed them money. See, some people get lucky and PSEG winds up owing them money. But for me, it never worked out that way. It never worked out that way. Okay? Who went to Jamaica? Who's on here that went to Jamaica? I know Michelle was in Jamaica. Who did I miss? Oh, y'all. Y'all, you're missing Jamaica. You were in Jamaica? Okay, Angel. So let me get into reading the positive vibes for today. Because October is the month of worthiness and we need it. You know, and I got Debbie. Thank you for sending me that video because you notice in the topic I said, what is something toxic you like? Those motherfuckers had me cracking up. I was like, oh my God. That video you sent me when the guy was asking people, what is something toxic you like? I hollered a good couple of times because I was like, oh, that's toxic. Oh my God, because I be liking some of that shit too. Oh my God. All right. So today is October 9th. Yes, y'all. God is good. October 9th, Monday. I will realize my own worth when I accept I have the power to convince myself that I am good. How do you learn to believe in yourself if you haven't been taught that you are worth believing in? How do you find the words to say to yourself the things you have rarely, if ever, heard about yourself? How do you learn to do for yourself the things you have never been taught you are worthy of having done for you? How do you stop doing what hurts you when you haven't been taught how to do anything else? Well, you just do it. You do it until you believe it. You do it until you feel it. You do it until you can't stop doing it because you know that you're worth the effort. In order to believe in and experience your own sense of worth, you make a decision that you are worth believing in. Then you tell yourself just that. You must find the words that capture all the things you need to hear and whisper them softly to yourself. You must ask yourself what needs to be done to make you feel stronger, better, and brighter. Once you figure out what those things are, you do them for yourself. If by chance you discover along the way that what you are doing is not helping you to believe something better about yourself, stop. Do something else. Do something that makes you feel good and look good and brings you closer to realizing that you are good. Find the words to say what you need to hear. Find a way to do what you need to have done. Do it because you are worth it. Do it because you deserve it. Do it because you believe in yourself. Do it because you want to demonstrate that what you believe about yourself will attract others to you who will help you along. Until today, you may have believed that you did not know how to do what you need to have done. Just for today, do things for yourself that will convince you that you deserve the best. Today, I am devoted to convincing myself that I am worth the effort that it takes to make myself feel good. Wow. Let me tell y'all how this resonates with me, right? One of the things that I constantly used to hear in my life, right? And I say used to because I don't hear it that much anymore since I'm up in age. But I used to constantly hear in my life, how did you survive? How did you come through all the things that you've come through? How did you maintain your sanity through everything that you've been through? Almost homeless, begging for food for your son, surviving through the crackhead era when those surrounded by you, your loved ones, were on crack. How did you survive when you were hungry, when you were starving, when you didn't know what the next day was going to bring, when you were dragging extension cords to somebody else's house to give you light, when you had no food, right? When you were almost homeless and had to go to the welfare department and beg for a one-time shot deal. How did I get through all of that? And people used to ask me all the time, how did you survive that as a young teenage mom coming into adulthood? You know, there's always been a part of me, no matter who my mother was, no matter who my father was, no matter my brother being in and out of jail, no matter none of that, no matter my baby daddy being a crackhead, no matter my friends being on crack, none of that mattered. There was always something deep down inside of me that told me that I was worthy, that I was worth something, that I was worth more, I deserved more, right? And a lot of people used to be irritated by my ability to remain positive, be positive, see my glass half full instead of half empty. They used to be like, oh my God. And you know what? And deep down inside, I knew that I had to believe that I was worth more, that I deserved more in order to survive the things that I needed to survive. And to this day, I still live in that space. Some will call it a coping mechanism. Others will just call it moving in positivity, right? Some will call it manifestation. I don't know what the fuck it is, right? But many of people have asked me over my years, how did you overcome everything that you've overcome and still be able to maintain? Because I know I'm worthy. I know I don't deserve none of that other shit that was going on in my life. I didn't ask for it. The devil is a whole motherfucking lie, right? And I knew that I was worth more. So being able to be a single mom, being able to work, being able to go back and get my education, being able to fight through my son's 2 jail bids when many of people turned their backs and walked away from me. It was like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't give a fuck. It's too raggedy. It's ratchet. I don't want it. And I stood steadfast, right? Because I knew my life was worth more. And anything that I brought into this life was worth more. And whatever it took for me to have that more, that's what I was going to do. Right? And that, Cheryl, that came with blocking negativity and low vibrational situations. And people used to say, oh, she acts like she's too good, or she acts like this. I've had family members that said, oh, she act white. Why? Because I want more, because I understood my worthiness, because I didn't fall down on crack and I wasn't selling my pussy. I was acting white because my life had a footprint that in some cases should have took me down, but it didn't, because I know I'm worth more. I'm worth so much more. Okay? Understanding your worth. Right? Now, there's areas in my life where I didn't completely understand my value, and I fucked around in wrong relationships, people, places, and things. But overall, my life in general is worthy enough to know that I always deserve more. Some things it's going to take me a while to remove out of my space, right? But eventually, my worthiness wins. And anything that I'm worthy of, I will receive. And I will remove anything from my life and out of my path that butts against anything that I'm worthy of. Understanding your worth, right? In here it says, how do you do the things for yourself that's worthy if you were never taught? It said, just do it. I wasn't taught a lot of things, right? Because if you are from a family that has been raised from trauma to through trauma, through trauma, through trauma, you are going to be one of those people like me that have to just do it. You're not going to be taught how to have a healthy life. You're not going to be taught how to do what's best for you, because the people that are teaching you, or the people that are surrounded by you, they had not been taught in some cases. They are living their lives out of trauma, right? You got grown-ass people to this day still blaming their parents. Oh, my parents fucked up my life. No, they didn't. They did at one point, but at some point in your life, you have to understand your own worth, okay? And you have to go for that, with the understanding that other people got their own issues and people are doing the best that they can. And if you happen to come from a space where you wasn't taught your worth or your worthiness, right? There comes a time in your life where you have to step into the room and recognize what you're worthy of and work towards that, irregardless to who your parents are, irregardless to how raggedy your kids, your grown-ass kids might be acting, irregardless to that raggedy ass man or woman that you attached yourself to in a marriage or a relationship. You ain't shit unless you know your own worth. Okay? And I'm telling you this just based on my own fucking experiences. I didn't have an easy life. My life was hard as fuck. But I always knew I was worth more, and I still know I'm worth more. So this is a message. Okay? This is a message. And just knowing you are worth more doesn't mean that you're not going to have bad days. Right? It doesn't mean that you're not going to make mistakes. It doesn't mean that you might not doubt yourself from one day to the next and go, damn, what the fuck? But what it means is you won't stay stuck for long because you understand your worth. And eventually you're going to hop back on that bandwagon and go towards what you are worthy of. I'm telling y'all, my life was hard. That still learning my worth, right? And this is why I say the evolution of raw, because I'm going to be changing until I'm not breathing. I'm always going to be evolving. You know, people are always, if you are that type of person in my life that's going to call out when you think I changed, you're going to be calling it out forever. Oh, you changed. Yep. You changed. I did. I hope to change a little bit every day. As long as it's making me healthy, as long as it's aligning with my worthiness, right? And if that means people, places, and things need to change, so what? Because some of us stick around with people, places, and things because of what we deem as loyalty. Oh, they've been around for so long, or we've been friends forever. But if it ain't no good and it's not serving you, it's just a message. That was a deep message this morning. I don't know about y'all, but that was a humdinger for me. All right. And so, good morning, y'all. I hope that this message marinates with you guys this month. This month is going to be a deep month because it's talking about your worth, right? Like we go out in the world and we want people to love us and we want to be in these healthy relationships, but do we even understand our own worth? Sometimes we don't. The guest link is up there. I know Angel said she was coming. Oh, there she go, right on time. Good morning, Angel Boo. We've been missing your face.
Good morning.
What's going on, Mama?
Nothing. I was just coming on to say hi. I didn't have nothing to do this morning. I'm home.
You finished traveling. I see all the pictures of the football games.
Yeah, well, it's still football season.
I know, and it's full blown for you.
I'm fully invested. This is the time of year for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good.
I thought you said you were jumping on here for an announcement or something.
Oh, because Cheryl had said she was still laughing about the side chick.
What is that? What did I miss?
And then y'all was like, I'm nosy. I want to know. So
yeah.
Let me spill the tea.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn my shit up.
I'm lying. It ain't no tea.
Oh.
All it is that I posted a couple days ago that a lot of men prefer side chicks because their mama was one.
Oh, I saw that. Who got mad?
I don't know if anybody got mad, but like that's what it is.
Yeah. Are people doing side chicks anymore? I feel like people are so open to conversations. Do people do side chicks anymore?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Instead of just saying, I want to have a side chick or I want to have another person, I'm going to cut you. I'm not grown enough.
You ain't
listen, I know Jerry and Enigma, they jumped on my show last week and they are gung-ho for the two women and shit like that. And I'm just not mature. Like, I feel like, I've done the threesomes and shit like that, but never with my person. Like, I've done it when I was single and shit like that. And so I'm not adult enough for you to come to me and be like, so I guess there is still side chicks because you're going to have to keep it a secret with me because I'm going to stab you.
And I know somebody who her mother, okay, so she has siblings. She has older and younger siblings, but she has a different father than her siblings, right? So her mother at some point, her biological father had a whole family and was having an affair, or her mother was a side chick. Her mother got pregnant by this other man, and her stepfather decided to stick around and basically
he forgave her. Infidelity is not the end of our relationship.
Right. So she's, her mother was a side chick. Now, this person that I'm speaking about, she's in her 50s and she is like a perpetual side chick. Like she only messes with men who are married or in serious monogamous relationships.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's because she has commitment issues and that's safe for her.
Or that's all, or it's the
Why don't
whole.
she go look for a poly type situation then? Why she got to do it like this?
I don't know. I don't have those kinds of conversations with her.
Here come Mr. Enigma. I just talked your ass up. You talking about side chicks are biblical? Where? Where are side chicks biblical? Oh, the concubines? Was that in the Bible? I be getting confused. Listen, I used to read the Bible really in depth when I was a little church girl. I'm not her anymore, so I be all confused now with whether I read it in the Bible or I saw it on the Ten Commandments or one of the Caesar movies. But the concubines, is that shit in the Bible? Because when they show Caesar and all of that shit, they have concubines, they fucking boys and shit. But I don't see none of that in the Bible.
It's a lot of stuff in the Bible. Like,
no, but not side chick. Does it say concubines? Is that what you're referring to, Mr. Enigma? Exactly, y'all, because you were called white too, right? Because you spoke proper. And Shirley, I saw that comment and I'm so sorry to hear. I would be interested to know what generational curses still exist. I don't know, Mr. Enigma. I don't know. I think that you guys are special. Oh, he said 1 Kings 11:3. Let me find it right now.
I don't believe in the Bible. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. So
it is because these motherfuckers that believe in the Polly wrote it. Wait a minute.
I just, that's just me. That's just me. And a lot of people throw that out there. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
I know.
Well, the Bible was weaponized against slavery. Okay. Black people. So like I don't,
Here go 1 Kings 11:3. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines. And his wives turned away his heart. This is Solomon. For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart after other gods. Now, but see, this is where I question this, right, Mr. Enigma? Because in Kings, right, we're talking about Solomon, right? Solomon. Does Solomon believe in the one Lord, the one God? Oh my God, I can't even get into this right now. As his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God, as his heart of David, his father, has been. Okay, so look, so now I could dispute this because it says he has several hundred wives and concubines and shit like that, but they left him because his heart wasn't pure with God. So is it saying that God is okay with this? Or is it saying the wives left because his heart wasn't good with God? Like, I don't know. Like, I think portions of the Bible is taken and interpreted to meet the needs of what people want. And I don't even know how the fuck the Bible got in English or how they interpreted it in English. What the fuck? Like, I got a whole lot of questions. Like, and if men had anything to do with it, I can understand why King say he has several hundred wives. Because the fuck?
Yoga girl style, you nailed it. That's it.
Deb said concubines and side chicks are not the same thing. What's the difference? What's the difference, Deb? Are they like polyamory? Because that's how I look at it. Yoga Girl Side said the Bible is a group of books that are based on theory. And you're right, sis. The book was weaponized to make us submissive and like slaves. We are told to be obedient like submissive slaves. Deb, look up the definition of concubine. Let me look this shit up. You get my nervous. Because the fuck, concubine. I mean, I know what the fuck I think it is. But let me see what they say it is. Oh, I said that. Polyamory. In polyamorous society, a woman who lives with a man but has lower status than his wife or wives. I said it's polyamory. But see, that's not side chick. That's not a side chick.
No.
Okay? That's the difference. A concubine is like a polyamory type relationship. It's open. The wife is aware that she's there. She's not creeping around and just showing up at the funeral as surprise. I was fucking him too.
Exactly. But you can't, Enigma, you can't claim to not be a Bible thumper and then throw out a Bible.
Verses though.
Right. You can't do that. You can't be both. Pick a team.
Deb said, as a belief, Yoga Girl Side said the intent of chattel enslavement was to keep us enslaved for eternity, all based on submitting to this book. But I made my point. Carry on. And a great point it is. Said, as a believer of the Bible, I know people use the Bible to manipulate others. I simply encourage people to get a relationship with Jesus for themselves. Some men say they don't believe in the Bible, but will quote it when it just baby. But is that any different when people say they don't believe in God, and then when a plane goes?
Oh God, help me!
They be like, "Oh my God!" But I thought you didn't believe in God. The first thing motherfuckers want to do is start praying when some shit start happening, but they ain't believed the motherfucker before.
I didn't say I don't believe in God. I do believe that there is a God. I don't think that it's the white man that sits in the sky. I don't.
You don't think he sits up there?
I don't think it's a white dude sitting up in the clouds. No.
Right.
No, I don't.
Mr. Enigma, you said a side chick has lower status than the wife. Not only does she have lower status than the wife, but she's a secret. That's the difference between a side chick and a concubine. A side chick is a secret. A concubine is known, is brought into the relationship, it's open.
And there's a purpose.
And there's a purpose.
There's a known purpose. There's a known purpose. You ain't just out here fucking just to fuck.
Right, because in the Bible, didn't they say when like Ruth and all of them, when they got up in age and didn't have no kids or whatever, those were reasons for concubine, even though she was blessed with a child, right? Wasn't that Joseph or whatever story? But the concubines were there for a purpose, not just to be fucking and sucking.
Or just because, you got a big ego and you want, all these bitches fawning over you. It's not that. That's not it.
Well, some say they just like a lot of bitches touching them.
Well, there has to be purpose. There has to be purpose. There should be purpose with anything that you do. You shouldn't do anything just for the fuck of it. There should be a reason, a purpose. Everything you do in life takes you closer or further away from your purpose. Yeah. Every decision you make takes you closer or away from your purpose. So
that's true.
You got to have a reason. What's your reason? What's your why?
Y'all said, Mr. Enigma. Let me put this question up there. But does she? She gets the benefits and don't have to worry about day-to-day requests. Sounds like a win to me. Well, that's another reason why the person Angel, might like married men, because she don't have to step into the room of being responsible for the shit, right? Yeah. She's getting the dick.
It's less work.
Getting the dates. She's getting the romance. She's not getting the laundry and the bills, and she's not getting that. And 9 times out of 10, they're probably paying her bills. I know when I was a side piece, right? And I was a side piece for the same person for years. I was a side piece twice, and I've been with each of them. I was with them for years. Like in between my relationships, when I became single, I'd go back to them and be like, familiar dick, side piece, right? I'm delivered, y'all, but this is my truth. These motherfuckers paid my bills. I ain't lying. They traveled me. I ain't never had to cook shit for them because I was out at restaurants eating.
Yeah.
Anytime I needed something, I'd be like, hey, and they would get it for me. And so I felt like I was being treated better than the missus, because I was like, yeah, she got the house and the cars, and I still got my house and my car too, and he paying. So I mean, and he don't live here, and I don't have to cook for his ass. It was beautiful, but I'm delivered. Okay. I'm just saying that was my truth. So sometimes women, Angel, live that life because they don't want the other responsibility. Mr. Enigma said, what's the purpose? The purpose could be for kids. The purpose could be for sex. Maybe your wife's sex drive is low. What's the purpose to have another woman? You tell us, Mr. Enigma.
Right.
You tell us. What is the purpose of having another woman? You tell us.
That's your thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You live that life. You tell us. Pat said, those cultures that believe in more than one wife, the man has to prove, show, and present the ability to provide and take care of those brides. He has to be able to afford them. That's the part, Pat, they miss. They only thinking about having multiple partners, but I would love to hear from Mr. Enigma. Does he financially take care of all his women the same?
And in those cultures, the women are like elevated. The women are put on a pedestal. And in typical American culture, side chicks are looked at as beneath, below, like, you know what I mean? They don't have the wife status. So
I don't know what that means, left turn. What's the difference of what? I don't understand.
A wedding ring.
What difference does that make? Oh, you coming on here calling people silly? Motherfucker, no, Cause
no, don't block him. Let him stay.
I'm not blocking him yet. I just want to know why you calling us silly little girls. We on here trying to learn some shit. Ain't nobody no little girls on here. Come on here with some damn respect. Yeah, Mr. Enigma. So tell us, this is your thing. So tell us.
What's the
Where'd you go? What'd he do? Get a phone call? Left turn must be calling Mr. Enigma. See, left turn. Let me explain something. We are a very positive podcast. Right. We don't come on here attacking anybody. Because you're new here, I'm just going to explain this to you, right? We have a lot of fun. It doesn't matter whether there's 5 eyeballs, 2 eyeballs, 1 eyeball, 10 eyeballs. We are on here with love, and we're discussing topics that we might not all agree with, but we do that with respect. So if you cannot be respectful, then do not participate, all right?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning, Mr.
Now you are the ones that was talking about purpose, and I said purpose. So you guys made the claim about purpose. So I'm asking you, what is the purpose?
I don't know.
We don't know.
So then, how do you make purpose if you don't know it?
Well, that's what we're asking. It has to be a purpose. We don't know it though.
Okay, so a man having multiple wives. You say, what's the purpose of that? You don't know what the purpose of that is?
Well, Jerry said he like everything licked. So everybody has a different purpose.
Right.
Okay. Who gives you purpose?
Me.
No. You're missing what we were saying. I was saying that if you need multiple women, you should define what your purpose is. What is the purpose of having the multiple women? It's not my purpose. I don't have multiple women.
So I can tell you what the purpose of polygamy is, and it has nothing to do with just wanting to have sex. Polygamy is an institution of learning. So if a man has 4 wives and they all have a skill and a language, when one of them have a baby, all 4 of them will teach the child their skill and their language. That's how they built the pyramids. They built institution intelligence through polygamy. And you were taught monogamy through religion to slow down that intelligence. So it has nothing to do with sex. The European is the one who made it about sex so that you guys can demonize it. So the side chick and all of that stuff, that was called a concubine in the Bible. But that was a European creation. It wasn't an African thing. You were a wife. That's just what it was. But they did have status. So, wife number 1 had the most status going down. But they all communicated together. In Ghana, there's a brother in Chicago by the name of Chief Nomo, and he's a chief in Ghana. He has 5 wives, and he has an American wife. Well, that comes with the position of chief. You get 5 wives. Well, all of these wives have a purpose. You know, they might have a skill that they offer to him or to the tribe. So it's all of these things about side chicks and men just wanting to have sex. That's something that's created to demonize polygamy. Women in these African countries um, do not worry themselves about jealousy. Okay, they are connected to the tribe, so they want to be. They have a saying of what they call of good count. So you want to be of good count in the tribe, and to do that, you have a wife or a mother, or you have a skill that you can offer the tribe. So they didn't mind being with one man if that man can give them a baby they can add to the tribe.
Mhm.
So that was the purpose of polygamy.
And I understand that, and I get that, and I respect that. What I'm seeing in today's culture is a misuse of polygamy, right?
Mhm.
I find that people throw it around, right, as excuses to have multiple partners. They are not necessarily moving in the way you described. Like you said, you have multiple women, maybe some of them speak different languages, or some of them come with different education, or some of them have a different skill set. And so you guys are building as a unit, as a family. But out here, I hear people going, "Oh, I'm in polygamy," and I see all these polygamous groups up. And to me, they're just fucking multiple partners. They're not really building anything.
But but if they did, what's the problem with that? If they wanted to just do that, what's the problem with that?
So here's Enigma. I understand what you're saying, and I believe that at its core, what you're saying is 100% fact. What I don't think that you can dispute that there are several people, men especially, out here perverting polygamy, polyamory, and using it as a tool to just like to be hoes.
Again, I'm asking you, if you're telling me that a man is having consensual sex with multiple female partners, what is the problem with that?
If all the partners are not aware of it, there's a huge problem with it.
So,
If
he,
all the partners don't give consent, if all the partners don't give consent, that's a huge problem.
well, here's the deal: if you're having sex with a man you're not committed to, he's not your man.
Yeah, you're right.
So then, if you're having sex with him, then he's free to have sex with other people because you haven't made him commit to you.
Right, that's true.
If you are in a monogamous relationship and you all have had the conversation and it is monogamous to both to your understanding, and that person is having sex with other people outside of the relationship, one, it's not monogamous, and two, you haven't given your consent for it to not be monogamous, and that's a problem.
Yeah, if you again, if you're talking about a commitment being made, then yeah, you're going outside of the commitment. If you're committed to be monogamous and you go outside of that, then yeah, you're cheating. But you said there are men out here who are having multiple women just because they want to be hoes. I said
Right.
I said, well, what's wrong with that? Because if they are not committed to the woman, that's not your man.
Okay, so even if there's a man saying, "Oh, I'm polyamorous. I'm poly." Like this is a really trendy thing right now. They don't understand polyamory on the level that you understand it. They don't see it as building a tribe or a team. They don't see it as that. They see it as I'm just free to fuck whoever I want.
What's wrong with that? Is what I'm asking.
I mean, I guess if everybody is consensual, then there's nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
but it's very different. It's a very different conversation than what you're talking about.
No, I understand. I was just giving the history on polygamy, but what I'm saying is in terms of being polygamous, meaning you have multiple sexual partners. Usually, being polygamous means everybody knows each other, or they're consenting to the sex. But I'm
Right.
saying to women that if you're going to sleep with a man, if you're going to give your body to a man, and you're not going to make him your man, then you cannot control what he does with another with his body.
I'm even going to take it a step further. You can't control what somebody does with their body if they consent to, if they're committed to you or
Right?
not.
That's true.
You can't.
That's true. But
You can't. But it doesn't make it right if they're out.
no, it doesn't make it wrong either.
Well, it doesn't make it wrong if you're not committed, right? If you're not committed to the
Right.
person and y'all don't have a level of commitment with each other and you're just sleeping together, then yes, you don't have, he's out, if he's out there sleeping with other people, it's not wrong because you didn't solidify a commitment, a monogamous type situation between you both. But if you did solidify a monogamous type relation with you both and some sort of exclusivity, and he or she decides that they want to take on a new partner, to me at that point a discussion should be had.
Right. Then a bunch of deception. You know what I mean? But I think we're the only creatures on the planet that really practice monogamy. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, there are some animals that do that, but you have to understand that animals that you see on tape, their environment has been compromised by the people who are taping it. Okay?
I like just
Well,
having one dick though.
you said what now?
I like just having one dick. It's not in me that I want multiple.
Yeah, because and it's not for women because you have one cycle per month. The man creates sperm millions of sperm every single day. So it
But
wouldn't make
one
sense for you to
cycle a
have,
month have to do with anything now.
because it wouldn't make sense for you to have multiple men. The reason why you don't have multiple men is because not you per se, but just women. It's because it's a question of paternity. A man with four wives, if they sleeping with him only, we know who the father is. But if you sleeping with multiple men, the question of paternity becomes a question. So that's the reason why. Like I said, your body only is ready to receive seed once a month, but the man can give it all his life. So he's meant to be with multiple women.
Can I
Even
ask a
like I said,
question?
look at his nature. The male has multiple females.
What happens when the male gets older and erectile dysfunction comes in and my pussy still getting wet?
Erectile dysfunction is a problem in diet.
Not
Right?
only diet, is medication, is blood circulation, which could come from age. It's a
What,
lot of things, right? And
no,
as we get older, people get diabetes, people get,
that's
all
diet.
different kinds of things. So if you start having trouble with your dick,
That's diet. Again, all of them symptoms are based on diet.
not all, because you
Tell
could,
me, what blocks your blood circulation? Isn't it what you eat? Or what gives you diabetes? Isn't it what
okay,
you eat?
but irregardless to all of that, irregardless to the reason that it caused it, because all of that is irrelevant. For
No,
me, you got
no.
no, you got erectile dysfunction. So now what?
Okay, again, if we go back to the African principle, we didn't eat a bad diet. So that was not
But
an
forget
issue.
about the Afro. I'm talking right now today. There's a population of men walking around here with soft dicks. Okay,
All
what
right.
do you do with them? Forget whether they had bad
You
diet or
are
how
you
it
can
got there. What are these women doing right now that got men with these little limp dicks that are getting semi hard? All right. Do they have a reason to now go out and get some male concubines? Does this work both ways? What the fuck is
well
going
if your man has an issue with not getting erect, then if you care about him, then you will help him change his diet to where that can be reversed. Because impetus can be reversed. You don't
on?
have to go
You
get a
can't
man.
control another human being, right? I could tell my man, oh, don't eat that. This not good. Oh, do this and do that. But still, the end result is his dick don't work. I don't care how we get it fixed. In the meantime, it don't work. So what that mean for the woman? See, because we're making a lot of
talking about a marriage.
help the man do this and help the man do that. But we ain't never said when a man wants multiple women, why can't you be patient with a woman when she's bleeding that month? Why do you have to release all your sperm or whatever? Why can't you make provisions the same way you're asking a woman to make provisions when her man's dick is soft?
Well, I'm not asking anybody to make provisions.
There you go, girl.
You asked me what do they do, and I said, well, they can help their man. Since impotence is a condition of diet, you can help change.
I'm talking about multiple partners, though. I can help him in parallel of getting dick on the outside too.
Help him? I don't understand the question.
I know you don't, because it's the opposite. If I was asking about multiple women, you would get it real easy. If your man's dick don't work, right? Is that a reason for the woman to now go out and incorporate another man into their relationship?
No, because this is a condition. It's a health condition that he's going through. So it'll be like if you developed in the uterus and you bleed, should your husband just leave you?
You said that women bleed once a month and men produce all this sperm.
No, you're changing the narrative. I'm saying you're asking me, should the woman leave her man if he's impotent?
I didn't say leave. I said incorporate
or go get another man. I'm saying should a man whose wife has cancer in the uterus, should he, because she can't have sex with him, should he go out and have sex with another woman?
I'm gonna say no, because I don't believe in polygamy. I don't do multiple, but you're saying that there's a purpose for having multiple women, right? For whatever reason, educational, language, whatever the fuck is going on. So I'm saying when it comes to a woman and her one man is not matching all of the purpose that she needs, can she bring in another man and it be all right?
No, it's not, because I'm only talking.
Is it ever all right?
I'm only talking about people who are married, right? I'm not talking about boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm talking about people who are married, who are committed to each other, right? So if you're telling me that there's a health issue that your man or your husband is going through, that is not a reason to go out and sleep with another man, because that health reason is what's causing him not to be erect. So you can work through that. And that's why I used the cancer, which is a health issue that a man would have to face with his wife if she had cancer in the uterus. So he don't get to just go out and sleep with another woman because his wife got a medical issue. He's supposed to work through that. That's why you take them vows, right? So that's why I'm saying you don't just get out. You don't, just because he has a medical condition, don't give you the right to go out and just sleep with another man. Just like you don't give him the right to go sleep with another woman because his wife has a medical condition.
When is it okay for a woman to incorporate other men into her marriage?
When her and her husband are okay with it.
Okay, so if I went to my husband and said, babe, your dick is broken and I need sex.
That would be
I need,
right?
I need sex. I love you, but I still have needs. Is it okay for me to bring someone else in to take care of my sexual needs?
So is he going to tell you yes or no?
I don't know.
If he tells you yes, then I guess you can do it. But if he says no, then that's insensitive to him.
Okay, so why are you covering up your head? Who the heck is this? Who's Exile?
That's probably Left Turn back again.
Hi, Exile. You're not Left Turn, are you?
Brother, you not do, brother. And you doing an excellent job up here, brother. You are doing a great job of speaking for black men. And like I said, you got a lot of, you real respectful. Salute to you. Yeah, salute to you. What's the conversation?
Appreciate it.
Well, we were talking about polygamy, polyamory, relationships. Why are they needed? and Mr. Enigma was breaking it down for us. Yogi Girl Side, you're on mute. You gotta unmute yourself. So, Exile, what you got for us? You believe in polyamory? Is it?
In polygamy, I've never experienced polygamy. I feel like my take on polygamy right now, I feel like I don't understand why y'all kind of going against it. I just heard y'all talking about what if a man had erectile dysfunction and a woman want to go out and get her some concubines. The whole thing about how y'all approaching it is if two people agree to be monogamous, they agree to be monogamous. If they not in a relationship, not in a relationship. If a female want to get her something on the side and they not in a relationship, she should be able to do that. But like the brother said, doing that because of because your man having erectile dysfunction is crazy. But my idea of polygamy, y'all think men just want to have sex with a lot of women or have two women just to have two women. Some men might want to do that. And the men that y'all like, the men with money and power that y'all like can do that whenever they want. And it seems like y'all kind of don't like that. But I feel like polygamy today, like he said, polygamy is something that the Caucasian Edomite man brought to us. Even in Africa, still today, over in that continent, they still having polygamous relationships. The only problem today is there's a lot more STDs and stuff like that. So it's a tricky situation over there in Africa. But them men still got multiple wives over there. But I feel like, I mean, in today's environment, if that's something that three people is into, that a man and two women or however you want to go, what's the issue, especially with how the economy is today? And especially if that's three people, and then I keep hearing y'all say, if a man wants two wives, he have to support two wives. I'm not mad at that take. I'm not mad at that at all. But if it's three people and it's three people that's working towards something, whether it's two people working and one person at the house with the kids, or it's one person working, one man working, and both the women at the house with the kids, or all three of them working and switching back and forth, taking care of the kids, these are the type of things that could be brought up that would help everybody. Imagine a situation like that with three incomes in one household. Everybody can help out with everything.
Now, I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with anything you said. The statement that I was making is that I find that, yes, for people that are really truly executing in polyamory the way you described it and the way Mr. Enigma described it, I understand it, right? I'm saying that what I see, right, in a population of people like in these polyamory groups, not all, some, right, and the way some of these people execute, it turns out being more of there's some poly groups that give like these sex parties or these gatherings or these trips, and it just becomes this big, oh, we went and we had a threesome, or we went and we did this, or we went and we did that. I'm saying for those people that are tossing around polyamory, but not really doing it in the way that polyamory is stated, like building a family, investing, everybody sharing and building together. It's all open. Some of these people that say they poly, it's just orgy, parties, sex, right? So I'm saying for those that misuse the polyamory status, right? Those are the ones that I side eye. So now when people turn around and they go, I'm poly, I be side eyeing and I'm like, are you poly like on the Facebook groups where y'all be doing sex parties? Are you fucking for real poly where you're in a relationship where y'all are fucking building together like what Exile and Mr. Enigma are describing?
Right. Do you understand it?
100%.
Yeah.
Do you have a purpose?
It's a lot of bad interpretations.
But the thing is,
go ahead, brother.
Go ahead, brother.
No, you good. You got it.
No. Yeah, so it's like polygamy is a man with multiple wives, right? That's a commitment or relationship, right? But polyamorous is just a sexual relationship amongst multiple people. All right. So they don't necessarily have to be in a relationship with one another. But if they are all, we all know that sexuality is a necessity of the body.
Yeah.
Okay. So if multiple people do it responsibly, meaning like they all are tested and they, all in agreement, then I don't see anything wrong with it. I know there's a morality that some people have that say that they don't participate in anything like that. That's cool too. I'm not against that, but I'm not against it if they want to participate in that kind of sexual activity.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? The fact is, for the longest, it's been happening all throughout human history. We haven't had HIV all throughout human history or syphilis.
Right.
These things that have been created,
and it happens without our permission. Because how many I've been cheated on? I'm like, I was in polyamory relationships and didn't even know it. The fuck,
or you knew about it, yeah.
But then that wasn't because the caveat to that is you have to know.
Right. And that's what I said. It's about consent.
Yeah.
Truly, it's about consent.
Right.
And I feel like a woman should give her consent. And a lot of men would be surprised. I mean, I know Robin has said plenty of times that she ain't grown enough, all this other stuff. But a lot of men would be surprised at like the consent that they could get if it's presented in the correct way, and if there's integrity behind it, there's knowledge, there's you know what I mean? Like, if I can trust you and I know that you're not out here just like sticking, like putting me at risk, like I don't know.
It's big for me because my trust, I have to trust you, right? Of course, to make the right decision. But you're asking me to trust the person that you're sleeping with as well. Like, to me, I'm just not adult enough. Like putting your dick in my mouth and all that shit.
But listen to this, Robin. Listen to this. If you trust, it's like the relationship that I have with my ex-husband,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I trust him enough to have a baby with him, I trust him enough to raise that child. Okay. I trust him enough to have another woman around my child, because like he's a good person. I wouldn't fuck around with somebody who's not good.
Right, but I'm not talking about him.
But I'm just saying in general, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you trust them, then you have to trust like all their decision making.
True. But for me, and I gotta speak for me, for Robin A. White, right? For me, I don't necessarily trust the people that he might sleep with, right? Because that's for me. His judgment might be all good and gravy, right? But a lot of us go by looks of a person. We assume that person don't have syphilis because they look good, or they don't have herpes because they look good. But very few people. It's been a long time since somebody said to me, "Give me your medical paperwork," right? You don't know what the fuck I got. I'm out here in these streets and people sleep with me, and not one motherfucker go, "Let me see your paperwork." Right? But because I smell good and I look good, and my pussy don't got no scars or no shit on it, you like, let me eat the shit, right? But how do you know what I'm doing outside of our moment together? And then you got a whole girl at home. That's for me. That's for RAW. Okay. I'm not grown enough for it, but I don't look down on people that have open relationships. I respect them. I respect people who are in poly situations. I respect them. I have friends that love poly situations. Okay. I love it. It's just not for me for multiple reasons.
Yeah, but Robin, you were talking about the unknown factor, which is not poly, because being polygamous means that everyone is aware.
So, no, right. I agree with that. I'm talking about in the polyamory situation where you said you have multiple partners. Right, you're not like.
That's what I'm talking about. When you have multiple partners, because again, polygamy deals with the marriage, a man and multiple women, but polygamous
yes,
that you're having sex with multiple partners,
that's the one
all partners know about it. So it's like no one is in the dark.
Right.
You're having sex with. So if it's 5 people involved, all 5 people know that they are all engaged in sex.
Right, but it's not 5 people involved. It's 5 people involved, and then additional people who those other women are sleeping with.
Right, so that's not polygamous. That's what I'm saying. That's just a person having multiple partners with.
So okay, so let me ask you this. So like Deb said, we all learning today, right? So polyamorous, right? You, Mr. Enigma, and me, and Angel, right, are in a relationship.
Right.
Right. You're sleeping with both of us.
Mm-hmm.
right? So that means I don't sleep. I'm not taking on no partners outside of that. Is that what that means?
Right. Neither am I, and neither is Angel. If we bring someone in, all three of us have to agree.
Got it. Got it. Right. And so I feel like, and like I said, I understand it the way you explain it. But I look at some of these polyamory groups and I be like, what? They be giving fucking parties, and the parties, the women be $50, the men be $100. You go to these parties and it's sex.
Yeah. Yep.
And these are these groups that call themselves poly. So it throws me off. I be like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, this is orgy.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. Not today. The orgy aspect of it, I can't participate in that because I don't know the sexual history or the health
Right.
history of people
Exactly.
engaged with. Just like guys that go to the strip club and they fingering strippers, or they might go down on the stripper. And it's like, you don't know who has been in that. And I see strippers spray the pole with bleach and wipe it down before they get on it. And these guys don't know about that. To say like, why is she putting bleach on the pole? Because she might know that girl.
Cause she know, cause they smelling each other, so she know to wipe that pole down.
Hey, hey, but these guys be in there, they doing their thing with them
Cause
now.
think about it, sweat. It's a vagina, so we're leaking, we're sweating, all that pole dancing and sliding up and down that pole, rubbing your shit up on. You're gonna have like some kind of odors in there by the end of the fucking night.
a vagina excretes everything out your body. That's why my daddy told me don't never eat no coochie.
I know you,
Everything
Exile. I know
excretes.
you not on here talking about you don't eat coochie.
Yeah, my 50
Wait,
year old.
Exile,
Yeah.
are you left? Are you left turn?
What you say?
Is your name also left turn?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. Okay, you being nice
Tell your
now.
moderator stop blocking people. Your moderator shouldn't block people.
Listen, it was me, and I'm not the moderator. I own this shit. All right, it was me.
Okay,
I
but
blocked you.
you want your traffic to come in. You want to keep people, because a lot of people who troll a lot of times.
Listen, I don't. I understand that, but the one thing about my show, because you're new, you didn't know. This is a healing platform. We don't come on here. We don't attack anybody. We don't call each other names. We talk about a lot of topics, and we get heated. But the one thing we do not do is call people stupid, call
Yeah,
people little girls, or anything like that.
yeah, I came in mean, but I stopped though. I stopped.
I know you did, and I appreciate
I
that. And
caught
I'm
the vibe. I caught the
enjoying
vibe. I caught the vibe of everything,
it.
and I
Okay,
said, let me be respectful.
I like that. Well, I'm glad you came back. All right.
Yeah,
Um.
but I'm 26. My daddy 50. He told me don't eat no coochie. And
So you
honestly,
never ate coochie?
my first girl, a couple times. Oh, I can count on one hand how many times I done ate coochie. Like my first girlfriend, that's really it. That was 8 years ago. But I don't like it. Like, and when y'all try to compare it to oral sex with us, it's not comparable. Because
Why?
for one, a penis is damn near an inanimate object. Like a penis and a thumb is no difference than a thumb, elbow. A penis is basically anatomy.
Hey, Ghost.
Then
Y'all
We talking
vagina.
about the difference between y'all motherfuckers are having a party on here. I got to pee. So go ahead. Yoga Girl side trying to come on too. Yoga Girl, I'm waiting for your video to pop one, then I'll let you in. So go ahead. The penis is like a thumb.
The penis is like a thumb. It's an inanimate object. There's not a
Demon.
lot going on. It's real simple. A vagina, it's a lot going on. Like I said, a vagina excretes the things out your body that it doesn't need.
It's
Y'all
tasteful.
have y'all have healthy discharge on a daily basis. And all vaginas have a smell to it. Like I don't like the way coochie smell. Like
I'm
I
fucking dead. I
I be
gotta pee.
wanting
wow.
Keep going.
I be
Oh wow.
Hey,
like
look, that brother got the right to that. You know what I mean? That's his preference. Y'all gotta respect that.
in my main, like I don't really. And another thing that I want to touch on, I have per se a girlfriend, but I don't do the titles and all that. And I think a lot of people would be happier in life if they didn't do the titles. Because one thing an older person told me is if you ain't married, you single. So all that, if I'm sleeping with you and you sleeping with somebody else, you should expect that out of a man if you're not married to him. Because like my brother said, if you're not a man's wife, you are a concubine. So all of that, if you're not married, you single, flat out. So I forgot where I was going, but yeah,
Does that go for women as well? So is your woman single too? Or the person who you don't have a title with, is that person
if you
single too?
if you aren't married, you're single.
No, I'm asking. So that goes for her as well.
Yeah, for men and women. Like I don't hold no standards to men that I don't to women. Like if a woman wanna deal with multiple men, that's what she allowed to do. I also don't understand why women act like they are only attracted to one person. Every human being no human is just gonna be physically attracted to one person. Like y'all be all on us, y'all be cussing us out and acting like we immature. I seen women call men immature for wanting multiple women or wanting to deal with multiple women, or maybe wanting a polygamous relationship like y'all said, or just not wanting to exactly put that title will get called childish. I feel like that's crazy to call a man.
That's childish too.
For wanting multiple women. Because like I said, no human is just attracted to one person. You could be married for 10 years. Okay, you could be faithful to one person. That means that's not the only person you are attracted to. As human beings, we all are attracted to multiple people. We are animals on this earth, just like every other animal. And no, every other animal is monogamous, I think is the word y'all like to use. But yeah, just the eating coochie thing, and it's crazy because I be wanting to eat coochie like with my main girl, I be wanting to, but it's just not in me. It just ain't in me. Like I be wanting to, but it ain't in me. So I don't. That's why I be telling her like maybe we
gag. It makes your stomach hurt.
It hasn't made me gag or make my stomach hurt. It's just something that it's just like I don't know. I ain't gonna say like all coochies have a natural smell. It ain't naturally a bad smell, but it's like that penny smell, like that change smell.
That boy it smell like copper.
Yeah, it smell like change. Yeah, a little change smell. That change.
Hey, you said it smelled like copper.
That boy said you smell like loose change. That's funny.
And that's why I be saying maybe we should get another girlfriend because I know you be wanting it, but some girls don't mind. But I be like, yeah, I know. In today's day, I know how women.
So that's a good question, Exile. So for you, right, is being that you don't eat the cootie, right? If you got with a girl who said, "Well, I'm gonna get a girlfriend because I want to be with you, but I want my cootie eaten as well," you'd be okay with that?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. And like I be saying, like considering I don't put the titles on it, so technically I'm single. Basically, if she was to go deal with another man, the whole thing is the problems with a lot of issues could be avoided if people have stopped going through each other's phones. A lot of people would still be happily married today. A lot of people would still have a family if they just stopped going through each other's phones.
That's the truth.
Stop going through each other's phones.
I think you got it now.
I'm with you know, I'm with you on that though. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like shit. If you did go through that phone, you found out what you wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? And you moved the fuck on. If there just so happened to be something that's gonna clearly tell me you fucking around on me or whatever the case may be, it ain't no I'm be thinking in my head, man, I wish I wouldn't have saw that message. I still bullshit. I'm glad I saw it. The fuck you and get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? So I mean there's pros and cons to it, but no, I'm still not with the whole going through the phone shit.
Man, I can't, man. I was 18 years old with my first girlfriend when I went through a phone, and I never go through one again because I found exactly what I was looking for. But as a man, we shouldn't be going through women's phones as men. Like, you going, come on. You know
listen, Exile, I'm glad you said that because I have a whole ex who used to go through my phone, and not only my phone, when I'm traveling, because you know you have iPhone products, your messages pop up on your fucking iPad, your iMac, anything Apple, the fucking message is there, right? And so I would be away. And he would be like, "Oh, so I see you." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, that's something like I'm like gonna come home and get you into a dress because I didn't even know men did that. I didn't even know that y'all fucking did that after all these years. Y'all talk about women snooping through phones and you a whole ass snooping through my shit.
But I don't see the gender thing. I mean, it's curiosity. Every man has curiosity.
I've never experienced that before ever in my life.
Let me tell you something. the reason I don't go through phones is because I'm not into hurting my own feelings.
Thank you, that part.
Like, let's just be clear.
Yeah.
If any man goes through his woman's phone, he's going to find something that will hurt his feelings. If any woman goes through any man's phone, you're going to find something that hurts your fucking feelings.
Yep.
It may not be he's fucking somebody
It
else.
could be anything.
Like, you're gonna see some shit that's gonna bother you.
Yep.
Like, and the sooner we realize that, the sooner we stop fucking touching.
Right, he could have been telling his best friend, "Oh, he didn't like your hairstyle that day. I ain't like my wife."
It's been plenty times Jerry has left his phone in front of me with it unlocked. You think I'm going through that motherfucker? Hell no. You know why? Because I like what I got. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. I don't need shit fucking it up.
Hey,
I'm
I got a
straight,
question
like,
for y'all.
I understand that, but I'd rather know the truth though too.
It's not about the truth. It's not about that. It's not about that. Because it's not always that it's a sexual relationship going on. You may just see something that bothers you, that doesn't make you feel good. Like, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily sexually related. It's not always something like that. It could be a picture.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to ask your man for clarity, and then but before you can get to that,
it's gonna be an argument. Why you went through my phone?
Why'd you go through the phone? So if you have a question, you should bring that up. Or if you're sensing something, or there's some kind of energy shift or whatever, there are different ways to kind of get information. Yeah. I mean, I've never gone through a phone. That's just not my jam. Maybe I've never really been in love deeply enough to want to do that. But I used to do it in
my late 20s and early 30s.
Yeah,
myself up, and I'm not doing it. I've been on the toilet, had diarrhea, throwing up, stomach hurt. I'm not doing it no more. Go ahead, Mr. Enigma. You had a question.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all: if your best friend, you saw your best friend's spouse out with someone else,
no, please don't say that.
Wait, if I saw my best friend's spouse out with somebody else, I'm gonna make sure he saw me or she saw me.
Would you tell your friend?
I'm gonna be like, "Hi, you see me? I see you, right? Get it together." They gotta tell it, or I'm gonna tell it.
Man, I'm gonna keep it a bug. I'm gonna take a picture of your ass.
They gotta tell it, or I'm gonna tell it. That part too. I'm taking a picture, and I'm like, "You see me? I see you."
Because me personally, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you for the simple fact that way, if you saw my wife out there with somebody else, I would want somebody to tell me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that whole hiding shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see this, so I ain't see this, so I'm still happy. No bullshit, motherfucker. I'd rather deal with all the pain in the world that fucking come, but knowing the motherfucking truth. I'm not cool with that whole, oh, you doing some shit behind my back, but because I ain't see the shit, I'm cool with it.
Listen, you see me, I see you. I'm giving you to the time you get to your house to tell your wife, because I'm gonna tell her. But you could get there tonight at 8:00 tonight, 9:00 tonight, and tell her, because by the time I call, she better already know.
She better already know.
I'm be like, okay, he told you
the shit.
The fuck, I saw him.
I'm not telling shit because you don't understand the ramifications.
It's my best friend.
It's not just your best friend. If they have kids, it affects the kids. And you don't really know your best friend. Like, you don't know what a person would actually do if they're under a certain amount of pain. So, like, I knew a guy whose girlfriend cheated on him, and his sister told him, and he shot the girlfriend, killed her, and killed the two daughters, and then he killed himself.
Damn.
I would never tell. You would have to find out on your own.
No,
if you're living with a person, you in a relationship with a person, and you can't tell if they're cheating or not, then you ain't paying attention. But I'm not telling shit. That is.
And his sister got to live with that. That's the crazy part. His sister, that not.
He got to live with that. Yeah.
Tell me.
Tell me. Why I'm telling? Because this shit happened to me in real life, and someone told me, and I was grateful that they told me, and it almost did put me in jail. But, they didn't let me get my hands on the person. But I was ready to sign my life away. I was ready for commissary at that point. And so, yes, it would have ruined my life if they would have gave me the address, right? But I needed somebody to tell me, and I'm glad that they told me. And so, and the other part of that is, And the people that knew about this fuck shit that was going on, them motherfuckers could go fuck off too, because I would poke them too. Because you knew it was going off and you smiled in my face. So me, I'ma tell, because the one thing I'm not gonna do is be that friend that be smiling in your face and looking at your husband and knowing that I saw him the fuck outside. And I don't want you doing that to me. So anybody, FYI, that fucking know me, don't, if you see my partner out the fuck side, okay, tell the fuck me. I don't give a fuck. Tell me.
Real shit.
You know, I've been in that
The
position.
way I would tell though is if I knew you was fucking with, if your partner was fucking with Magic Johnson. That's the only way I would tell. I'm not doing it the other way.
If my partner was messing with Magic Johnson, oh,
if you was fucking around with Magic Johnson, then
I mean, but how do you know? But how do you know the person that he's messing with doesn't have a Magic Johnson issue?
See what I'm saying? It ain't even the STD issue why I want you to tell me.
Not me either.
I want you to tell me for the fact that you fucking doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you're doing it, you're a deceitful motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then my question is, or my next thing gonna be is like, once I find that out, is I got some anger now, but I want to know, do old buddy know you married? You know what I'm saying? And if he do, cool. I get to release my anger on him. I ain't gotta touch you. I'm gonna fuck him off.
Pat and the is saying the same thing. Mind your business.
Mm-hmm.
His loyalty ain't to you, my dude.
His right. It's not.
I
you're right.
with that.
It's not. His loyalty is not to me. You know what I'm saying? He only gonna do what she allow him. That is true. You know what I'm saying? But once you know,
it's still not on him.
Once you know, to me, I know what everybody else think. That's how they think. That's how they feel. But to me, once you know, and you still choose to go down that path, you still chose this shit.
Oh, Valerie agrees too.
You still chose these problems. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know me. You don't know what type of nigga I am. You don't know if I'm going to just let this shit go, or if I'm going to fight you, or if I'm going to shoot you, or whatever. You don't know. But you chose to take that motherfucking multiple choice pop quiz once you found out, and you still chose to go down that road.
Yep. You know, and let me just
it's your right.
With Val and Pat.
They gave him the opportunity. So that's the one you should be addressing. The dude, even if he knew you,
it's not him. Yeah.
She's the one that
did you hear me? To me, once you know that she married, you choosing the dark road to go down. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You don't know which way that bitch gonna turn. Ain't no streetlights on this road, my nigga. You don't know which way that bitch gonna curve.
Can I say this? Y'all are talking about we don't know the mental state of the person that you're gonna tell. Can I tell you what my fucking mental state was when I was told and I found out that other people knew that this shit was going on? That fucked me up more than knowing. It fucked me up knowing that a population of people smiling in my motherfucking face knew about the shit. Okay?
The embarrassment.
Still smiled in my face, which told me that they had no respect for me. People that I thought were my crew had no respect for me.
That's facts.
And so for me, my mental state was fucked up after that, because then I had no trust in nobody in my life. And I had to go years with rebuilding trust, for people, because I'm like, how could I be surrounded around a bunch of black motherfuckers that claim they love up on each other, hang out with each other, support each other, and then keep a fucking secret that deep?
Yep.
So fuck that. And you know,
if
I found out my best friend knew that my wife was cheating.
I was there, and I saw some of that. And just for the record, I did not know. I found out after the shit hit the fan.
No, girl, so I know you didn't know, because if you knew, you wouldn't be here right now.
Right. No, that's a fact. And I have a friend from college, and her boyfriend at the time was cheating on her, and no one wanted to tell her. I didn't want to say anything. So basically, she cornered me in the kitchen, and I told her, right? Years later, I was at yoga, and I ran into one of my friends from school. We were talking, hey, from college, hey, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. And we get to talking. She described her boyfriend, and I knew that her boyfriend was also seeing my friend. And it was the same person. So I was like, damn, I know I have to tell her. Long story short, I told her. And the boyfriend was supposed to marry the other girl. Long story short, they ended up getting married in a smaller wedding, and they moved out the state, blocked me all social media. And this ended well because no one got killed. But my point is, like, it's hard when you know, but you need to tell your friend. And these people who are mentally unstable, like, and that's not our responsibility. Those people who are mentally stable would have could have gotten broken on something down the road. If this is how they deal with something like that, where they want to kill people, like their spouse and their kids. It's a lot to have that on you. But just from being in the experience where I knew a situation and it was hard, I tried to stall my friend from mentioning it to the girl or mentioning it to the guy, because I knew that it was about to just be wild. But I don't know, it's hard to live, just like what Robin was saying, like, you can't look at somebody in their face and know the truth and not say anything. I can't. It took me a little bit of time to say something because I just had to get my mind right, because I hate hurting people's feelings. But ultimately, like, you got to do what's right. And so I agree with Robin.
I mean, Debbie, thank you, Sai. Debbie, I agree with this too. It is a lot of pressure to put on your friends, but you have various levels of friendships, right? And so when I'm talking about this particular circle, we were in each other's homes. Like, I trusted fuckers. I mean, trusted them, like everything.
Yeah.
And so I feel like there's levels of friendships, right? And so this particular situation, I felt like when this happened, I felt like I was on an island by myself, but yet it happened to me. But I felt like there was a subset of people who knew that this was happening. And to this day, there's a subset of people that still know what the fuck is going on. And I can't fuck with none of them. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That's just me. But for me personally, because I think that this is a personal answer for each and individual person. I don't think that one answer is the right answer. But for me, if you are a friend in my circle, I apologize if this is a lot of pressure on you. But if you know that my man is cheating and you are my friend, not my associate, not just someone who I drink with, I'm talking about my motherfucking friends in my circle. If y'all know my motherfucker is out there doing some shit, say something to me, because I'm going to say something to you. Okay? Yeah. Because I'm here to protect my friendships, my friends, and I'm hoping that they're here to protect me too.
Exactly. Man, people always say that they want somebody to keep it real with them and shit like that until you come across somebody that keep it real with them.
You're absolutely right. I have a whole
me personally, I'm that nigga that's gonna tell you the truth. I don't give a fuck what the fuck happened between me and you after that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if our friendship ain't there no more or whatever. I'd rather you love me for being real. I mean, I'd rather you hate me for being real than love me for being fake.
Exactly. And like,
it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Whether you're gonna be my friend or not, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because all right, let's say you do choose not to be my friend. You're gonna think back on that situation, you'll be like, damn, man, that motherfucker always told the motherfucker the truth.
And that part.
That's all I give a fuck about.
I have a friend who I've been friends with for 20-something years, okay? I introduced her to a guy that I was working with. They started dating. This guy started popping up at work with his ex, and they had gotten back together. So I had said to him, well, what happened with you and my girlfriend? He said, oh, we still hanging out. She come and suck my dick. She do that. I was like, hold up. That's my homegirl. I introduced you to her, and now you getting back with your fiance. Did you tell my homegirl that you got back with your fiance? And he was like, no. I was like, I felt the way because I've only known him 3 years on the job, and I've known her 20 years. And I called her, and I said, listen, I introduced you, but you might need to have a conversation with him because I believe he is getting back with his ex-fiance. Do you know that she called him on the phone and told him that I told her, and then she called me and she told me I need to mind my business, and then he called me down in the office and was like, why would you tell her? And I'm like, because she's my friend. Like, why would I introduced her to you, so now I must keep quiet knowing you dogging her in the background? And you know what? She didn't speak to me for years.
Oh, well.
And guess what? I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. And when eventually she came around, she called me and she was like, you know what, Robin? I'm sorry. Yes, the bitch, you sorry. Because the fuck, you damn right, I was supposed to tell you. What kind of friend would I have been?
Right. And Deb, to answer your question, no, ain't no point in telling them. Like, if your friend know that her man is a notorious cheater,
That's different.
Ain't no point in telling her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not one that you tell. It's like fuck it, it is what it is.
She
Like you let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? They know what the fuck she know what the fuck she got. She know what type of dude she got. You know what I'm saying? And she chooses to keep accepting it.
That's
So
true.
you know, that's
Yep.
it. But we talking about like in the
That's
beginning,
it.
like this some new shit. Like oh shit, you know what I'm saying? We telling that repetitive shit. No, bitch, you must like it. So
Exactly.
you know, keep it.
Yeah.
But you know what?
That goes with friends. If people have friends, like I have a friend, she knows her friends use her and blah, blah, blah. And we have one good conversation about it. And then after that, you know, you hear them talk about it saying ill shit. I didn't say nothing because she already knows it and she's accepted it and she holds space for it. So boom, they doing it again. So yeah, no. Let's tell you one good time. And then after that, it's on you because you're grown. And that's your choice.
People only do what you allow them to do. If you allow them to keep taking them back, a motherfucker gonna keep fucking doing it.
Yeah.
But how would you guys feel if the friend you told took back the partner that cheated, they got married? Then how would your relationship with the friend be like going over to their house together?
That was me. My man cheated on me a million times. I went back to him like 11 times. Okay, people on here know. Ain't no shame in my game. And they looked at me like I had my best friend, Doris, in Brooklyn. She said, bitch, I will always help you move out, but I ain't helping you move the fuck back in. Okay, that was always her rules, right? I called 2 men in the moving. She be there, help me moving out. But when I'm ready to move back in, she be like, bitch, you on the fuck your own. She still love me like a friend, but she be like, come on now.
That's right.
All right, my other girlfriend bought me a chicken to wear on my Pandora bracelet. I still got that. It was a limited edition chicken. She was like, bitch, I'm still your friend. I still love you, but you doing some chicken shit right now. That's how my friends did me. But they were still my friends. But they let me know how they felt.
Well,
they still loved up on me, but they let me know, bitch, this ain't it.
Right.
Was nobody shaming their game to let me know.
I'm just saying.
It still depends on where you saw that friend at with that other person, understanding or not. Where did you see them at?
Well, you know, this is my thing in my older age, right? Any friends that I have in my life, this conversation has already happened. So they already know what to expect. We already talked these things out because I know what I've been through. So the first thing I do when I get friends, I'll be like, if I see your man cheating, what you want me to do? Because I need to fucking know if something's going on. I need to know. These are conversations I have with my friends now. If they tell me, girl, don't even worry about it, then I know she okay with him flinging around. And she be like, oh, nah, motherfucker, you see my man cheating, let me know. I'm going to let you know. So that there's no confusion. But I'm not, let me know.
Because ain't nobody perfect.
Ain't
nobody perfect, but let me know.
Deb brought up a good point, a good comment, and I also wanted to bring this up. When I worked at this gym this high-end gym in New York City, I was friends with one of the members, and she said, as long as she said she doesn't care what her husband does, he can have other women. Just don't let her friends find out. Don't let her find out. Don't make any babies, and don't bring home any diseases, no STDs. And she said after that, I don't care what he does. And I was like, damn. And so a lot of women do that like in a de facto kind of sense, and they don't say that out loud, but that's kind of what they feel and mean anyway. So like, how do y'all feel about that? I don't know if that part was discussed.
I do that as a man. As a man, I feel the same way because I was just saying earlier how I got a girl that I talk to, but I don't really do the titles and everything. Like, she basically my girlfriend, but I don't call her my girlfriend because I know how I am. Even though she's the only woman I like and care about, I know it's gonna be other women I think cute that's gonna flirt with me. I'm gonna flirt with them, and I'm gonna want to hit them eventually. And I don't want to hurt her, so I don't want to put the title on that. But what you just said, I feel the same way. Like, we both single, and we both kind of mostly only talk to each other. And obviously, we'd be sad or disappointed if she synced somebody I was talking to, or I synced somebody she was talking to. But if I don't see it, I don't hear it, I don't feel it, you don't bring back no STD, you don't get pregnant, it don't exist. It's not happening. It don't exist. Now, if I'm not going through your phone.
Grown for me. I got a meeting in 5 minutes.
You strong as hell.
I got a meeting in 5 minutes. We're going to have to continue this tomorrow. Let me tell you something. Exile, I'm glad you rejoined, okay? Because I really like your energy. Yeah. I'm so glad you rejoined, and we got a better understanding of who you are, and you got a better understanding of who we are, right? So please make sure you join again, because this was great participation and I appreciate that. Sai, Enigma Love, and Ghost, y'all know y'all are staples here at Coffee with Friends. But I got a damn meeting and it's 11 o'clock, so I got to go. But this was a great conversation. All right, we are learning. One thing about this platform that I have to keep re-emphasizing is that we are here to learn from each other. Right, there are a lot of things that we don't understand, and so sometimes it looks like we're arguing or we're debating or whatever it is. But a lot of times we're just trying to cut through the thick of things to try to understand, because the fuck, we are in a Western society as Black folks, and we're trying to, this platform is trying to get back to it takes a village, and joining like-minded people together and having real conversations and understanding people's mindsets, right? And respecting it while we do it. All right. And so I appreciate you guys. I don't have time to go down the itinerary. I will do that tomorrow. But the month is coming. We're already in October, and November is Houston activities. We will be in Houston November 16th through November 20th. I will start to collect the names. I will be booking my flight. I need to check with Ghost, Debbie, Fancy, whoever's picking me up from the airport, to figure out what time I should book my flight for, because I'm coming in on the 16th on a Thursday. So should I come in the evening? What should it be? So these are things that I need to start thinking about, right? So I can book my ticket and get that shit out the way. All right. And so,
because I don't have off times.
You don't have off times? Okay. All right. So it don't matter. So we'll figure it out. But with that, y'all, I'm gonna send y'all out, because I literally have a meeting in 3 minutes and I got to eat again. But thank you so much, guys, for hosting. Thank you, Yoga. Thank you, Exile. Thank you, Mr. Enigma. Thank you, Ghost. And I'm gonna send y'all out on the positive vibes for the day, because you know what I say, no matter how low, you can still,
even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Give me the thumbs up on your way out, y'all.
I never answer to no, man, I still
and I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I'm going to debone. Come back tomorrow. Today was a great discussion. October is the month of worthiness. I love y'all. Move in peace and love. Get this message. Hey. What? I've been doing shit my way or the highway.
And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I gone through a climb, I invite.
What?
You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredients. Thank you, y'all. Yes, hit the thumbs. What? Even when you feel low, you can still go. Yes.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer to no, man, I still go. I'm out, y'all. Peace. See you tomorrow. Oh, no, I'm going into the office. See you Thursday?